Hello and welcome back to the Sport Optics Studio, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm here with Steve from Armasight.
Nice to meet you, Jess.
Yeah, very nice to meet you as well. It's been a pleasure having you down here and talking about some of this stuff. And today we are going to be talking specifically about a super cool product from Armasight that I'm pretty pumped to get in store and be able to mess with a little bit myself, and that is none other than the Sidekick.
Yeah, the Sidekick is a great thermal monocular. It is the second superpower you could purchase next to night vision. The Sidekick is a full-featured thermal monocular, very ergonomic, very lightweight, about 320 grams. You get, with the package, a battery extender. On one CR123, the Sidekick runs about 1.5 hours, which is okay, but not great.
Sure.
With the extender, you get about 4.5, 5 hours.
A big difference.
Big difference. Plus, besides the standard CR123s, when you use the battery extender, you could use a 16650 rechargeable. Although I do encourage getting rechargeable CR123s if you want to use it, the device with an extender, because they're just easier to find versus a 16650 nowadays. Sure. It has video recording. It has several color palettes, image enhancements. It has GUI rotation, so you can mount it with a helmet mount on your helmet. Nobody uses headgear like skull crushers anymore, so typically you get like an OpsCore or Team Wendy or one of the Hard Hat Veterans helmets or whatever. You get a helmet you want to mount on your head, hands-free, walking around, surveying your property or while you're hunting. It's great because once you flip it upside down, the graphical user interface will rotate 180 degrees, and so all your iconography is right side up. You have to mess around, be disoriented, and see everything as it should be when it's on your helmet. If you want to take it off your helmet and flip it back, the graphical user interface, or GUI, will auto-rotate as well. The 640 version, we have two versions of the Sidekick. The 640 and 320 is actually a cool little notch for the lens cap that most people miss on the body. You just put it in here so it doesn't flap around while you're moving about or have it on your helmet.
Okay.
So it's very convenient. The lens rotates for adjustable focus to distance. So depending on how far the target is, you would adjust the focus, of course, to get you a nice clear picture. You have a very nice OLED screen, very high def, gives you natural blacks and gray colors to give you a really optimized picture quality in the device. It's a very light ergonomic device.
Yeah, I would call this extremely light, especially for something that you're going to be hanging off the front of your face. And I mean, just based off its form factor, its weight and everything, you could almost say this is like, for guys that are familiar with night vision units, like if you took a PVS 14 and gave it thermal capability.
It's actually a slightly smaller than the PVS 14.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if I mentioned, but it does record video and still images, and it has capability to stream not only to your computer via USB, but you can also transfer video from the device via USB cable to your computer and then share with family and friends, social media, all that kind of good stuff that everybody loves to do. Okay, cool. And what makes this even more cool of a product is the fact that you can bridge it with a PVS 14 device. We see night vision and thermal use obviously becoming extremely prolific in the civilian market right now, which is awesome. Keep doing it. And the fact that you could essentially have both units together, and we talked about it a little bit. Yeah, it's called basically optical fusion. So when you have one eye night vision, the other eye thermal, for some people, the lucky few of us, the brain can optically fuse the two images, and you have like a thermal overlay over your night vision. So you have the best of both worlds. You have the identifiable, rich detail of night vision, and you have the awesome detection power of thermal.
Okay. Well, I think that was kind of short and sweet. We covered what is essentially a feature-packed unit in a extremely
price
small...
point? Do you want to?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about price point.
Price point. So the Sidekick 640 starts about $3,200, $3,300. The Sidekick 320 starts about $2,300. So very affordable, in the same kind of range as a PVS 14.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, no doubt this type of stuff is an investment, but for what you're getting, for what it does, like in your words, it's essentially a superpower,
Right.
and it's extremely functional and is going to treat you very well if you're in the market for something like this.
Absolutely.
Well, we certainly appreciate you taking the time to stop by and talk with us today. We got a lot of good information on this guy. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about this or anything else we have, please make sure to reach out to us, give us a call, shoot me an email, DM, anything, and happy to talk about this as well as anything else.
Remember to like and subscribe to the channel.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe. That helps us with all the overlords and on Instagram and YouTube and all that stuff. So in the meantime, thanks again for being here. God bless.